Yo, what's up, Aquarius? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of July 2018. Aquarius, a lot of important astrology happening this month. We've got Chiron, which is going to be going retrograde. We've got Jupiter going direct, and then we've got a new moon partial solar eclipse that's going to occur mid-month, and then Mercury's going to go retrograde, and then we've got a full moon total lunar eclipse at the end of the month. So you can see how important this month is astrologically, but the sun is going to be in an area for you, Aquarius, throughout the month of July 2018. It has to do with your work. So you get ready to put your work hat on. You're going to be busy in the office. There's going to be more tasks and assignments that are going to be headed your way. You're probably going to see an increase in your workload. And this time is also good for fitness. So, if you should get into exercise. I mean, some of you are consistent with your fitness already. So, you're probably going to be stepping up your fitness game even more than you usually have before. Now, others of you, if you're not really that keen on exercise, this is a good time for you to get more involved with your fitness. And others of you are going to be making more of a healthy choice when it comes to what you eat. And the sun is going to shift on July 22nd. It's going to move into an area that has to do with your relationship. So there's going to be more of a focus on the one-on-one alliances in your life, especially the alliance between you and your significant other. Now, if you're single, then this is a great time for you to enter into a one-on-one relationship if that's what you want, Aquarius. But those are the main themes for you for the month of July 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat, on July 2nd, Mercury will aspect retrograding Saturn, and this one is a good one for having a behind-the-scenes conversation with just you and your significant other. So, if there's anything you'd like to talk about in private with your significant other right around July 2nd, it's a good time to do it. And, this could be a mix of different types of conversations. So, Mercury's there, so there might be some upbeat moments during this conversation. And, Saturn's there. So there's going to be more of some S for sincere, S for Saturn moments. Some more sincere moments during this conversation as well. Some of these, some of the topics in this conversation might be about long-term stuff. So Saturn's all about the long-term and gradual. So, putting your relationship on firmer footing. Now, if you're single, you might have a secret attraction for somebody. But, the thing is, Aquarius, you have to make an effort to bring this person into your life. So, if you're not initiating conversation with this person, how can you ever expect to be with them? And, this is someone who you're secretly attracted to. Potentially this is someone who you could be with long term, because Saturn's influence is all about long term. And on July 5th, Chiron's going to start to go retrograde, and this has to do with your communication. It's going to retrograde in your sector of communication all the way until September 25th, and then it's going to continue to retrograde. On September 25th, it's actually going to shift backwards into your sector of income and the area of where you earn your money. And then it's going to retrograde in that area until December 9th. And then I'll start to move forward again in that area. But, let's just talk about what it means now, because on July 5th, it's going to start to retrograde in your sector of communication. It's going to retrograde in this area until September 25th. So this is a good time for revising the way you communicate, Aquarius. I mean, a lot of you already are really savvy communicators, but you can only get better. So, try to think, this is a good time for review. R for retrograde, R for review. This is a good time for reviewing those moments that you were successful with conversation. So, what conversations did you have? Think about the past. What conversations have you had where you were successful? What did you do? What method of communication did you apply in those conversations where you had success? Now, this also has to do with identifying those moments where you weren't so successful. So, R for retrograde, R for release any moments of or release any, habits you have or any communication processes that aren't effective. So it's a good time for reviewing what works and what doesn't when it comes to the communication aspect of your life. And then on July 10th, Jupiter is going to start to go direct. It's been retrograding since March 8th. So, this is a great one for you because this has to do with forward momentum in your professional life. I feel like, some of you might have been sort of hung up or stuck or, delayed or, not sure how to proceed with your professional life. I feel like with Jupiter's forward movement now on July 10th, this is going to have a positive effect on what you do professionally. So I think you're going to see a clearer pathway forward when it comes to your professional life. And Jupiter's going to be moving forward in this area until November 2018. So, it's up to you to make it happen, Aquarius. If you're looking for a promotion or if you're looking to do something new or, You know, if you're looking to fulfill a career aspiration, then, you know, it's up to you to make it happen. Jupiter rewards effort only. And then on July 12th, there's a new moon partial solar eclipse that's going to happen. And this one has to do with your work. So this just coincides right with, you know, with what Jupiter's helping you out with. So it's like, you know, a lot of positive momentum happening when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, and especially with this new moon partial solar eclipse. You know, this has to do with your daily process too. So, you know, this is going to inject some fresh energy into your daily process. If you feel like things have been stagnant in your daily life, well, guess what? Following this new moon partial solar eclipse on July 12th, you're going to feel, you know, some positive momentum coming in regarding your daily process. Some of you might see, you know, something new getting integrated into your daily process. Others of you, this has to do with your health and your fitness. You know, like I said, for you Aquarians who are already fitness gurus, you know, this is a good one for, you know, just integrating something new into your fitness routine. You know, for others of you, if you're an Aquarius that's not really that into fitness, then this is a good time to really step up your fitness game. And, you know, this isn't just a normal new moon. This is a partial solar eclipse. So, you know, something that stands out about this more significantly than your normal new moon. Normal new moons usually resonate for about 6 months. This one's going to resonate for 6 months to a year because it's an eclipse. So, you know, you got a lot of time to really decide how you want to proceed with these different areas of your life. On July 16th, Venus will aspect Mars, which is going to be retrograding in your sign. And this one is good for making adjustments in your shared resource situation. So if there's anything that you want to, you know, change in your shared resource situation to make it better, now this is a great time to do it. Others of you are just going to be looking to enjoy some romance with, you know, whoever you're involved with, whoever you share your stuff with. And, you know, for those of you who are single, this might be you changing directions regarding who you want to be with. So, you know, potentially some of you were initially wanted to be with, like if you're single, you maybe initially wanted to be with one person at one point. You know, eventually you really saw yourself like sharing your life with this person one day. But, you know, now that might be changing a little bit. So you might have a little bit of a change of direction, some of you, about who you want to share your life with. On July 20th, retrograding Saturn will aspect retrograding Neptune. And this one, you know, might see some of you making long-term plans behind the scenes when it comes to your money, when it comes to the area of where you earn your money. So, you know, this is reviewing. So, you know, you have two retrograding planets aspecting each other. So it's not that you can't make a decision regarding your money or, you know, regarding the area of where you earn your income. But, you know, you want to take your time through it because a retrograding planet, so, you know, it means review. It has to do with reviewing. So make sure you get plenty of time to revise and review how you'd like to proceed with the monetary aspect of your life, or maybe it has to do with the area of where you earn your income. On July 20th, or excuse me, on July 22nd, Venus will aspect Jupiter positively. And this one is good for, you know, connecting with somebody, you know, especially, you know, I mean, some of you really already are, like some Aquarians are involved with, you know, people who, you know, potentially your significant other might be someone who reminds you of your professional life. And if that's not the case, then, you know, somebody in your professional arena or your professional sphere or your career might be a really good fit for you when it comes to your love life, because you have Venus positively aspecting Jupiter, and Jupiter suggests something really big and positive. And, you know, Jupiter's not going to be in this area again for another 12 years. So, you know, it's connecting with Venus nicely on July 22nd. So, you know, if there is anybody, you know, especially for you single Aquarians, you know, if you're looking for somebody, then you should check, you know, for somebody who reminds you of your professional life. On July 26th, Mercury will positively Mercury's going to go retrograde on July 26th. And this one has to do with, you know, some of you might have to revisit a conversation that you've had before in your relationship. So, you know, R for retrograde, R for revisit. Once again, retrograding is where the planet looks like it's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is. What does that mean astrologically? Well, potentially some of you, like I said, you're going to be talking about something in your relationship that you've talked about before. You know, what discussion has already been had that might be coming up again, and this is going to happen between July 26th and August 19th. Now, if that's not the case, then, you know, others of you potentially, maybe just some miscommunications happening in your relationship. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I mean, I think, like, you know, Mercury retrogrades are short-term influences. So, don't let this Mercury retrograde throw you off course too much. I mean, Mercury retrograde can be kind of bothersome because it does cause delays and communication issues. Now, if you're single with Mercury retrograding in your sector of relationship, it's not really like you can't start a relationship when Mercury's retrograding, but I mean, you might have to jump through a few hoops to get a relationship off the ground. If you are interested in somebody and you're looking to start a relationship, just know that you might have to put in a little bit more effort. And for others of you, you might see like a former flame coming back in. So somebody who you used to be with, you might hear from them, or you might see them, or just you might be thinking about them, because Mercury's all about your thoughts too. So during this time while Mercury's retrograding between July 26th and August 19th, some of you might be thinking about a former flame. And on July 27th, there's a full moon total lunar eclipse in your sign. So this is a pretty significant event for you, Aquarius, because it's all about letting go of part of yourself. This part of yourself doesn't really fit you anymore. And what this is going to do is this is going to allow new concepts to come into your life. So basically think about like Aquarius 1.0 is on its way out, and this is going to make room for the all-new Aquarius 2.0 to come in. But I think that's all I have for you this month, Aquarius. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like them on Instagram, Gregory Furlan Astrology. Thank you for watching. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.